Whoa. And then, okay. We're rolling.
Cool. So the purpose of this video is to see people who lived in or used to live in an urban environment. Atlanta is going to be the example for this video, and how the built environment in that area really affects how people used to how it affects their mental health pretty much. So I went out and interviewed a few students on GSU's campus, and I also interviewed a few friends who one graduated from GSU recently and one lived on campus at GSU. And I knew obviously that many people might not be aware of what the built environment even is. So it was important for them to understand what the built environment is, so giving a definition of that. And then asking questions about their mental health, mostly dealing with their feelings of isolation or social support if they had any. So interviewing people was really important for this project because I like to hear people's opinions and also learn what people want to know, and people also got to be educated on what the built environment is and maybe learned a little bit about themselves living in Atlanta as well. Hi, I'm Bethany.
I'm Grayson.
Nice to meet you. Can you state your name, please?
Morgan.
I'm Bethany.
Hi.
And we're going to be talking about the built environment and the mental health. I'm just going to ask a couple questions. Do you know what the built environment is?
I don't.
Okay, so do you know what the built environment is?
Not a clue.
So it is basically just man-made environment. So sidewalks, public transit, any kind of green space like a public park, anything just a man-made environment, the buildings that we go in, the school pretty much. So that's the built environment. And then that's pretty much how it relates to if it affects you mentally. So what is the best thing about being in Atlanta and going to school in Atlanta?
Convenience. Being able to walk to class or to concerts or anywhere.
I like going to school in Atlanta just because there's a lot of people who are like me here. There are a lot of young, creative black people who are around me because I grew up in a place where there were there was black people, but it was majority white people. So I feel growing up I didn't really have a lot of people to relate to in that sense. So
it's not boring. I like how culturally diverse it is.
I like that it's not a college town.
Yeah. No, I don't feel like I'm stuck on campus. I can walk away and do something else.
It's
I can take a break from this mindset.
It's studying is integrated into real life. You're not in some segmented little party town where everyone's just trying to get sloshed all the time.
that's true.
You're if you want, you could walk down to the Capitol building and get an internship.
I got sloshed on campus.
It's all good.
It's fine.
The accessibility of just different buildings, I guess. I come from Kennesaw, so you kind of have to drive over to different places to get anywhere. But for here, everything's a little closer together, so it's easier to get from different areas.
So what was the worst thing about living in Atlanta?
Also getting to said different areas, definitely.
Oh God. Traffic is bad. Buffoonery is bad. People are always on some buffoonery around here. There's another word I'd like to say, but I won't because I'm in an interview. But
Talk to
Expense. It's expensive as hell. Can I say that? It's expensive as hell.
Yes.
Okay.
We'll edit that out.
The smell. And just it can be very overwhelming sometimes because I'm not from here. I'm from a small town.
Getting chased by a homeless man.
Yeah, no. The homeless people scare me because it's not that they scare me. It's just I'm not used.
They scare me.
Yeah.
Horrifying.
Almost got mugged the other day. So.
Yeah.
It's just you have to be a lot more aware of your surroundings than I'm used to, and so I'm
I come from the city. I grew up around here, so I've already got that kind of ingrained in me. But I don't know. Sometimes the cops can be jerks.
Yeah. I got
Yeah.
pulled over for turning where I wasn't supposed to, and I have to go to court. Like, they won't give me a fine to pay. I have to actually show up. It was just stupid.
Some people are rude, walk down the street, and I mean, you have people confront you for different reasons. I mean,
Yeah.
probably why people are skeptical to talk to people that want interviews in the first place.
True.
It's just because who knows what people are going to ask if they come up to you.
True.
So,
So, do you commute to school or
no, I just live on campus. Well, right near campus.
right near campus? Nice.
Skateboard sometimes. If I need to go somewhere far, I'll take a bus or whatever.
Okay. Do you find taking the bus like stressful, anxious?
MARTA sucks. MARTA
Okay.
sucks. So
So, what is the worst thing about MARTA? Can you explain that more?
because it only goes, it goes into, it's the train station. The train is like across, so it only goes like, there's one that goes west and there's one that goes north, and there's like nothing that branches out, and the bus system is always just terrible.
Anything in part of the built environment, such as public transit or streets or anything, did it affect you at all? Like, was there anything that Atlanta can improve on when it comes to built environment, or?
I think MARTA could be improved, like getting further out. If I would have been able to take a train home rather than having to keep my car on campus, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
Because MARTA only goes like 30 minutes away from my house, so it wasn't convenient at all. And then the streetcar was not a necessary add-on. I think they could have put that money somewhere else for it.
Okay.
Occasionally,
Yeah,
I bike
sometimes.
mostly.
Bike mostly. Do you find it easy to bike in Atlanta, or like
Yes.
harder?
It's easy, but I'm an exception. I ride BMX.
Yeah.
So like I'm weaving in and out, and hopping on sidewalks. So it's like traffic doesn't quite as much apply to me, even
Yeah.
though it should. But like to the normal cyclist, the city's probably actually not that great
Yeah.
because there's not that many bike lanes. They're not super accessible. People drive like crazy, and it's always super
I would not
congested.
ride a bike here.
So like,
Yeah.
yeah, I definitely feel like we need. Like I remember I went to like Canada, any other country I've been to that's like a first world country that actually cares about their people. They have amazing bike lanes on the
Facts.
same side, you know, 2-directional. It's like a small road off to the side. It's like,
Nothing that branches out, and the bus system is always just terrible.
Why do you think they haven't expanded MARTA?
No idea.
No idea.
Not a clue.
How does traffic like affect you, like mentally, if it does at all? Does it make you anxious, stress you out?
I mean, on the regular, no. I don't have my car down here, so I don't really drive that much. But otherwise, it's just like more inconvenient and annoying because I feel like whenever I need to be somewhere, it's just traffic, and I just hate being late.
Just kind of a toss-up.
Have you experienced like any social isolation or anything while living in Atlanta, being from Kennesaw?
Definitely. I mean, it's easy to find groups of people that you kind of click with, but then at the same time, a lot of people are a little more less likely to talk to just random people here, or less likely to talk to someone in a kind manner. Sometimes it's just kind of cold. Like you just talk to someone just because they're saying hey or something. I don't know. You lose connection sometimes.
So, did you experience any anxiety like while living in Atlanta because you're in the city and coming from a more suburban area, or
No.
did you
Not really.
experience like any social isolation or like loneliness or anything like that?
Yeah, kinda. It's harder to make friends just getting older because people have so many different interests and different like schedules and stuff, but living on campus with somebody I already knew helped a lot.
Did you know of anybody that was experiencing like issues when like moving to a city that maybe they had some mental health?
Yeah, probably so, especially people who moved from hours away, or even international students who moved from, you know, a different continent. I'm sure that was hard on them.
Do you think that like public transit or anything like traffic wise can like affect someone's mental health like overall, like living in Atlanta can?
Oh, my road rage has gone up. Like, cause, and I'm from Augusta, which is like this rich little tiny town over in like Upper Georgia, and like there's no traffic anywhere. And when I came up here, I was like, this makes me want to go fucking crazy. Nobody knows how to drive, and I'm like yelling in the car all the time. I get so angry. I'm like, can you just fucking drive? Like, this is stupid.
I think it's also overwhelming by the amount of people. If you're not used to that, if you're coming from a suburban little area,
A 6-lane highway stresses me out. Like,
not what I meant, but yeah.
I don't have that. Like, there's not that many. There's nowhere near this many people. I'm not used to it, so driving in it's scary.
Thank you so much. You're amazing. Thank you.
Yeah.
Bet. Thank y'all so much.
No problem.
So much.
I